Hello friends, today in this video we are going to look at how to solve some division questions by using the long division method. I have got 6 examples we are going to go through and we are going to use the same technique for each of them, and by the end of this video you will have all your concepts absolutely clear. So let's get started. First example is 864 divided by 4. So in this example, we are going to divide 864. So it is called dividend. Dividend means the number you are going to divide. So I write here 864, which we call as dividend, and the number you are dividing it by is called divisor. So in this example, 4 is divisor. I write this example in this format: 864 divided by 4. So here the dividend goes beneath this line and the divisor goes front of it. After division, whatever the answer will be get is on the top of this line, and this answer is called the quotient. So let's get started. So I write here for multiplication table of 4. So in multiplication table of 4, 8 comes at second place. So I write here 2, because 4 times 2 is 8. Now subtract this 8 from this 8. So we'll get 0 and take this 6 down. Now we have to divide this 6 by 4. But in multiplication table of 4, there is no 6. At that time, we have to find less number than 6, and it should be close to 6. So it is 4. So I write here 4, and 4 times 1 is 4. So I write here 1. When we minus 4 from 6, then we will get 2. Then take this 4 down. So the number becomes 24. And we know in multiplication table of 4, 24 comes at 6th place. So I write here 6, because 4 times 6 is 24. When we minus 24 from 24, then the remainder will be 0. So we have got the answer 216, and this 216 is called quotient. Now let's take another example. Second example, 4851 divided by 7. So I'll write this example in this format: 4851 divided by 7. In multiplication table of 7, there is no 48. So the less number than 48 is 42, and it comes at 6th place, because 7 times 6 is 42. Now minus this 42 from this 48 and we'll get 6. Then take this 5 down, so the number becomes 65. And in multiplication table of 7, there is no 65. There is less number than 65, and so we have to find the less number than 65, and it should be close to the 65, that is 63, and it comes at 9 place. 1 times 9 is 63. When we subtract 63 from 65, then we'll get 2. Then take this one down, and the number becomes 21. So in multiplication table of 7, 21 comes at third place. So I write here 21, and when we minus this 21 from this 21, the remainder is 0. So we have got the answer 693. So next example is 54,870 divided by 5. So I write this example in this format: 54,870 divided by 5. So in multiplication table of 5, 5 comes at ones place. So I write here 5 and subtract this 5 from this 5, so we will get 0. Take this 4 down, and in multiplication table of 5 there is no 4 and there is no less number than 4. So I write here 0, and when we minus 0 from 4 we get 4. Then take down this 8. So the number becomes 48, and in multiplication table of 5 there is no 48, and the number which is less than 48 is 45, and it comes at 9 place. So 5 times 9 is 45. Subtract 45 from this 48 and we get 3. Now take this 7 down, so the number becomes 37, and in multiplication table of 5 there is no 37, but the less number than 37 is 35, and it is at 7th place. So I write here 7. Subtract this 35 from 37 and we get 2 here. Now take down the next digit, that is 0, so the number becomes 20, and in multiplication table of 5 20 comes at 4th place. So I write here 4 and I write 20 here. When we subtract 20 from this 20, the remainder is 0. So the answer whatever we have get is 10,974. Now next example is 14,328 divided by 12. So write this example in this format. We should write this dividend beneath this line. Now divide this number by 12. So in multiplication table of 12 there is no 14, so the less number than 14 is 12. So 12 times 1 is 12. When we subtract 12 from 14 we get 2. Take these 3 down. We need 23, or if it is not there we have to choose the smaller number than 23, so it is 12. So I write here 1 again, and when we subtract this 12 from 23 we get 11. Now take the next digit down, which is 2, so the number becomes 112, and in multiplication table there is no 112, there is 108. So I write here 9 because 12 times 9 is 108. So when we subtract 108 from 112 we get 4. Take the next digit down, that is 8, and the number becomes 48. And in multiplication table of 12, 48 comes at 4th place. So I write here 48, and when we subtract 48 from 48 then we get remainder at 0. So when we divide 14,328 by 12, the answer get as 1,194. The next example is 1,85,472 divided by 18. So first write this example in this format. In multiplication table of 18, 18 comes at ones place. So I write here 1 and now write 18 here. When we subtract 18 from 18 we get 0. Take the next digit down, that is 5. Multiplication table of 18 there is no less number than 18, so I write here 0. So 18 times 0 means 0. When we subtract 0 from 5 we get 5 here. Take next digit down, which is 4. so the number becomes 54. And in multiplication table of 18, there is 54 at third place, so I write here 3, and 18 times 3 is 54. When we subtract 54 from 54, we get 0. Next digit is 7. Again 7 is less than 18, so I write here 0. And when we subtract 0 from 7, we get 7. Take next digit down, which is 2, so the number becomes 72. And 72 comes in 18 multiplication table. It is at 4th place, so I write here 4. And subtract this 72 from 72, and we get the remainder at 0. So when we divide 1,85,472 by 18, we get the answer 10,304. Now the last example is 48,699 divided by 21. So write this example in this format. Write here divisor, which is 21. Now in multiplication table of 21, 42 comes, which is less than 48, so I write here 2 and subtract this 42 from 48, so the remainder is 6. Now take next digit 6 down here, so the number becomes 66. As we know, 21 times 3 is 63. So when we subtract 63 from 66, we get 3. Take the next digit down, so the number becomes 39. There is no 39 in multiplication table of 21, and the less number than 39 is 21. So 21 times 1 is 21. So I write here, I write here 1. And when we subtract 21 from 39, we get 18. And take the next digit down, which is 9. So the number becomes 189. And when we multiply, and in multiplication table of 21, 189 comes at 9th place, so I write here 9 and subtract 189, and we get the remainder at 0. That means when we divide 48,699 by 21, we get the answer 2,319. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Remember to comment in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.